Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Hero House Reviews. Today we're looking at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2099 re-release. I mean, it's not the exact same figure, it has a different paint job that's a bit more muted, it's not as sparkly, but I think it's pretty much the exact same figure with some extra hands. And I'm not a huge fan of this body mold. I think it's too skinny for Spider-Man, especially 2099 where he does have some bulk to him, and that's disappointing because Spider-Man 2099 is my favorite Spider-Man. Story time. When I was a kid, it was so hard to get comics where I was growing up, and I think maybe the first comic ever, or one of the first ever, that I got my hands on was one my mum brought me home from a market, because we'd have a dude who'd occasionally show up at this market and he'd sell comics, and that was, I think, issue 12 of Spider-Man 2099, and so that was my first exposure to Spider-Man, and it just stuck with me. It's such a cool costume, I love the design, I love the concept, and they've captured it with the face, the mask. It looks great, the symbol looks good, I like his clawed hands. The costume is such a cool costume, conceptually, it's based off Day of the Dead, and it's so good, but then we've just got this skinny body, which I absolutely hate. He should have way more meat on his bones than this. He's way too skinny. His feet also make it kind of difficult for him to balance. It's just not a great body mold. It's a good paint job. The figure looks great, but again, better body would have been preferred. Yeah, now he won't stand because the feet are so big and then the legs are so skinny, and you've got these weird weak knee joints. Ugh, it irks me. It irks me, people. Okay, good. Articulation-wise, it's okay. So he can look up very far. Look down, well, not heaps of attitude. Full exorcist spin. He's got a butterfly joint, but it doesn't do huge amounts. Can get the arm up to 90 degrees. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow is gonna give you more than 90. Then wrist is on got a hinge to it. Very good hinge. Swivel there. You've got an ab crunch that gives you very little motion at all. That's archaic, that's terrible. Waist swivel, but god, that's ugly. Can't do the full splits. Can come up way more than 90 degrees. Double jointed leg, knee is going to give you more than 90. And then there's no shin swivel. Goes down that much, comes up that much. And good pivot. So that's very limited articulation. This is an old, outdated body mold. This is just them re-releasing the old figure. I guess so people don't have to pay scalper prices for it, which is nice, but they could have updated it in some capacity. Because it's just a terrible, terrible mold for a character that I think everyone would like a decent figure of him. This cape bit, I mean, yeah, it's part of his costume. I prefer to just take it off. It gets in the way, it's useless, it just pegs into the back. Accessories-wise, he's got some extra hands. That's it. Well, he's got two sets of extra hands. So he's got, wall sticky hands, his clawed hands, which makes sense, he has claws, and then fists. I think it's fists. It's not great. I really like how it looks in terms of the paintwork, but then the articulation is quite limited. It's just an old body. And it doesn't look good in the sense that he's so skinny. This isn't an athletic build. He's almost, eating disorder build, which is just unfortunate. Yeah. I can only give this a 3 out of 5 because I am disappointed. Yeah. If you like Spider-Man 2099 and you don't have the old figure, this is a great way to get it for a decent price now. But otherwise, this isn't going to be the definitive take on the character, and hopefully we get a better one sometime soon. Yeah, 3 out of 5. Let's dive into the pictures and wrap this up. One sec. Okay folks, and there you have it. Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2099 re-release. I mean, again, paint scheme, good, but the body, it's just not as articulated as it should be. And while it does look good in dynamic poses, I mean, as you can see from the pictures, it can look good. It's just in a static position, it's too skinny. Yeah. So disappointed with this one. Still going to stick with the 3 out of 5. I mean, we probably could have gotten better accessories. I would have liked an unmasked face. There's a lot more they could have done with this guy, just in general. So yeah, we're going to go with 3 out of 5 rating. I mean, if you like the character, pick it up. But that's really all I can say about it. Thanks for watching. I mean, yeah, that's it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this review, we have plenty more. They're updated very regularly. We've also got Hero House, figure fights, the Wreckers, top 10 lists, and ranking lists, so loads of content to enjoy. So please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again. Thanks for your time, and all the best. Bye.